Hello, hello. So this month I have a Mission Inspiration Challenge art journal page I'm going to be working on. I am in the Mission Inspiration Facebook group and I'll post the link below. And each month this group, they post a mission, which is basically a bunch of steps that you can follow to do an art journal page. So this month the suggested colors are pistachio, yellow, and blush pink. The suggested words are nature, flower, showers, trees, and April. And some of the prompts are to add a thin wash of paint or gesso, then add texture through a stencil, glue patterned paper shapes, add a focal image or two, make marks with household items, add a border of your choice, add quote using one or more suggested words, and finish with splats, drips, or raindrops. So first up is going to be adding the thin wash of paint, and I'm going to start with a sweet mint color. I really want to make sure that this is light. I don't want it super dark. So I'm going to have to add water as I go. And I'm just kind of using my jelly plate as my palette off to the side. And I was hoping this would have a little bit more blue in it. I may have picked one that was a little too green, but we will see. That's the fun of these mission inspirations, is that you kind of get to play with colors or do things that you normally may not do, and it inspires you in new ways. Alright, I think that's pretty good. I'm just going to hit it with the heat gun and move on to the next step. That should do it. Just going to clean off my jelly plate real quick. Okay, now step 2, add texture through a stencil. And the stencil I chose, the theme I'm going to go with is because I want the quote to use some of the words. And when I hear April showers, I remember April showers bring May flowers. So that's what my theme's going to be around. So I'm using this rain droplet stencil I made, and I'm going to put some texture paste through it in different spots to add a little bit of those April showers. So I've got my Liquitex modeling paste. I have a little bit of this shimmery blue that I want to add to it. I'm going to use a small palette knife for mixing. That may be more paste than I wanted. Since this is a shimmer, I'm going to make sure I give it a good shake. And I just hope when it dries, that shimmer will show through. Then I need probably a little bit more blue. And I'll be sure, because this is my jelly plate, that as soon as I'm done with this, I clean it off really quick so it doesn't get ruined. Definitely need more paint. Okay. Now, to use large drops or some of the little guys. I'm just going to run this through some of the little texture, little parts. The paper is buckling a little, so we'll see how this goes. And I also don't want to get this too thick because I want to be able to dry it quickly. I have a feeling it's going under my stencil a little bit. There we go. Some more over here. I think I may need a different palette knife is the problem. Use a bigger one. There's a few more. Keep going until I use up all the texture paste. Okay, perfect. I'll go ahead and make sure I clean off my jelly plate very well. Okay. Take the heat gun to it and I'll be back. Now I am going to also, because it is still a little tacky because it's just making a crust, I'm going to let this air dry a few minutes and I'll be back. Okay, so I am back. I gave it about 10 minutes. I hit it with the heat gun a little more. I went and got myself a nice cup of coffee and my warning easily distracted by glitter mug. I'm going to enjoy that. Now, it is still just a tiny bit tacky, so I'll just have to be careful with the next level. Just notice this one corner is still wet. Ideally, should probably leave it overnight, but I'm excited to keep working on it. So I'll just have to work carefully. Okay, so our next step is going to be glue pattern paper shapes. And I'm going to kind of combine 3 and 6, which is to glue the pattern paper shapes and add a border of your choice. Because I had this great scrapbook paper that was all of these flowers. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of lay them down. And I'm going to make that kind of my border and build from there. So while I get this all laid out and glued down, I'll just go ahead and I'll pop some music on so you guys can kind of just kick back, relax, and see how this turns out. Okay, so now that I see this, I know I still need to add more of the pink and yellow to tie it all together, but I also think I need more of that antique color, the brown in here, to kind of bring this all together. So I know I still have to add my focal image and make marks with the household items and add a border, which I kind of already did with that. But I think on top of that border, I'm going to do a little bit more. I'm going to grab my archival ink. I'm going to move this out of the way for now. And this text stamp. And I think I need to just add some brown, sepia brown to the background. To give it a little something. I'm going to turn this sideways for a minute. Just going to try and bring in a little bit of some texture. The copy. Try and, even though there's black in the flowers, that brown in the background of the paper, I want that to kind of show a bit. There we go. Okay. So that'll be part of the border there. Now, okay, getting there. These ones are always a challenge because I don't necessarily start out with a set of what exactly I'm going to do. It kind of evolves as you go along. So in a way, it helps one grow as an art journaler because it's challenging you. And I do like, and I don't know if you can see it, make sure this stays in focus, but as this dries, that shimmer is coming through. Okay, so we're going to add a focal image or two. And for this one, I thought, what better? April showers bring May flowers. Then this Tim Holtz paper cutout dolls, this cute little wedding couple. And one thing I do want to check is in the end, I do have texts cut out. So I want to make sure I lost one. No. That it's going to work out okay with the placement. Yep, that'll work. I am going to get my brown Distress Oxide though to go around the edges in order to help tie it into the brown in the background. And I'm going to use appropriately my vintage photo on the vintage photo. I'm just gonna age it a little bit. And what's great is because I have all these paper dolls and I can use a lot of the little ones. I've been using them on like little mini journal pages, but I didn't have anything to use on a big page like this. I actually think while I'm at it, I'm going to put a little bit of that sepia brown around the edges as well. Because I kind of like that look of the vintage with the mint and some of the pink. It's just kind of a nice aged tone. And while I have it out, I'm going to do these real quick. So I don't have to do them later. And in hindsight, I probably should have done, I hand stamped this ahead of time. I maybe should have done the April showers in the brown as well, but the black kind of makes it pop and ties into the black and white photo and some of the black text. Get this done quick. managing to tie it all together. It's evolving. It's evolving. Okay. So, to put my people down, I want them to kind of stand off the page, so I'm going to use these dots that help with that. I just gotta peel them and stick them. I'm really liking how this page is coming out though. There we go. We'll get them put down. Alright, the next is to make marks with household items. So, I have some bubble wrap. I have an expired or a used up gift card, and I have some toilet paper roll. And this is where I need to bring back in some of that, the yellow and pink. So, I'm going to get my jelly plate back out. Move some of this out of the way. There we go. And I think I'm going to use a little bit of this melon color with the bubble wrap to get some of that pink flowing around the page. Stamp it once because I don't want this too thick. That moves the pink around. Now, to get a little bit of the yellow, there we go. Now we got the yellow on there. And add a border of your choice. I already have the flowers going around, and then I did the brown and the text stamp. Now I'm to add a quote using one or more of the suggested words, and I did that. I have my April showers, spring, May flowers. And I kind of want these to stand off the page as well. So I'm going to get some more of my dots. And now if you've not seen them before, they're called Sticky Thumb Adhesive Foam Dots, and I get them on Amazon. Lost my dot. Okay. So, April showers. And I also tried to kind of cut these out in the shapes of clouds, since I knew they were going to be on the page on top of the blue, so it kind of ties into the April showers. Pardon me, I guess I need more coffee. And now the last part, it says to finish with splash, drip, or raindrops. So I need to get this all cleaned off here. So what I'm going to do is have some fun with the bubble wrap on here. Okay, now let's see if I can get this cleaned off. I may need to use 2 sheets. But as I do it, I get cool prints to use in my pages later on. Let's try one more. Paint's kind of drying. Okay. Now, I need a little area of, I want to kind of protect this guy. So we're going to do this to protect them. All right, I've got my white paint, some water, little fan brush. Gonna move the coffee out of the way. All right, now let's see how this goes. Maybe some more water. I'm still learning my splattering, so. I think that's enough splatter. Take up the protectors. Yes, I like that very much. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and hit this with the heat gun. Get our splatters dried. Okay, now I'm going to let the rest air dry so that we get the cool shades and I don't ruin it. So this is the April Mission Inspiration, April 2018. With that, I would say mission is complete. There we have it. So I'll go ahead and I will put a link in down below to the Facebook group so you guys, if you want, can join up. And each month they have a different mission, and it's a great chance to just have some fun in your journal. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, remember to give the page a thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe, and you'll get notifications on my monthly videos. Thanks so much for watching.